This is my favorite part. Let's get this done.
Okay, so first things first is studio. You're going in a little bit too aggressively, just at the start. Personally,
Much better. Hitting the ground running. Stay put. Thanks for the help. Breaking them down. Not so fast.
okay, so you jumping in that deep forces our Suzu. Whenever you're playing in this comp where it's the meta comp, you know, your Lucio, Kiriko, Sojourn Reaper, Winston, the Banana Rush, you're gonna want to naturally play a little bit further back, because you are one of the most susceptible people to getting dove on. You know, Lucio has his raw healing as well as speed to get out plus wall riding. Kiriko has their step as well as Suzu. Reaper has Wraith and Shadow Step. And obviously Winston has his leap and bubble. All you have is the slide, okay? So all they have to do is walk onto you, force you out, and then they use their mobility to jump on you. So you want to try to make sure you're playing a little bit further back so you force them to use their mobility onto you. That way you can get out. So.
If they won't quit, neither will I. Clear out. It's not your time yet. Coming through. We're going against the odds.
So you didn't necessarily need to take the duel with that Tracer. All you have to do is pressure her out enough that she needs to go back either for heals or mini. And in doing so that her... So let me retry this again. So all you need to do is pressure her out, right? And by you going all the way over there and using your entire attention, there is no threat to their backline compared to what you would provide if you were to have been there. If you're there, their backline has to play a little bit more safe because they have the potential to actually get hit with a headshot rail, right? So just, you know, poking out the Tracer and having her split back is probably a little bit better of an idea. One second. Okay.
Gonna need a new paint job after this. Not so fast.
Okay, just gonna make sure my mic is heard. Okay, test. Just gonna make sure my mic. Okay.
Gonna need a new paint job after this. Not so fast. Railgun charge. Stay put. We're outnumbered. Watch yourselves. Slow down.
Good shot.
This ends now. This ends now. Score. Ready for battle.
Well, it doesn't matter if you drop, just because all you would have with you would be your supports. Kree should be staying high ground, and Convince died. He got railed. I think it wouldn't be the. I think it's fine either way if he stays high ground or not. Because if he stays high ground and they try to go on him, they're gonna extend a mobility cooldown to get onto him.
Maybe a different angle. Stand behind me, friend. Make me proud. Death ain't on my doorstep yet.
That was good to sabotage.
Where was I? I'm not through just yet. Yeah, I'll turn it up.
Okay, we didn't need to roll there and waste that.
Now.
And you flash fan like it was old flash fan, didn't really need it.
Going somewhere? That feels much better. That's just embarrassing.
I'm at the objective. Anyone else come?
Clear out. Clear out. Should have looked up. If they won't quit, neither will I.
How's that for sound therapy?
What's the rush? Railgun charge. Breaking them down.
Okay, so probably should have used the orb a little bit sooner on the doorway, just so they don't get to push in anymore. We seem to just be going for kills more than we're going for pressuring people out. Pressuring people out is just as good as, well, not getting a kill, but pressuring people out is still good enough to use an ability. Yes, it's still important.
What am I missing? Fate draws us together. Clear out. Let the killers break it. Railgun powered and ready to fire. Might have to adjust my approach. Not so fast. This ends now. Headshot. Breaking them down.
So the same sentiment that I said on Oasis still applies here. With how you should be positioned, you shouldn't be trying to go in balls deep like that, especially because you don't have a dive to follow up with you. Especially for on the high ground, the only way you're going to reach them safely is either by poking them out from distance or your whole team rotating up there. However, if nobody else is going up there, so either Snowman or Convinced, then you can't be using your cooldowns to get up there, and your positioning needs to be a little bit further back so you can safely poke them out.
Stay put. If they won't quit, neither will I.
I know, it's fine. So, for the most part, what were the DPS that you were running? What was the combo for DPS that you guys ran most of the time? Right. What actual DPS heroes? Who is on was Convinced on Reaper the whole time, or was Studio? Okay.
Defend objective A. We'll show them a trick or two. Stay put. Coming through. fan of setbacks.
Even the teacher.
Objective lost. Stop the pain.
Hello.
Ah, damn it. Hold it. Nothing a quick repair won't fix.
Okay, way out of position. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. I don't know if I don't know what the calls were, but definitely shouldn't have been up there. I understand you're going for the rail. Weren't able to get it, so you should have gotten out and towards your team because you're not going to have any support, and they're running a pretty decent dive with the supports in the Doom. So basically, if you're not playing with your team, you need to be at least close enough where you can peel back to your team so they can help support you more.
Come on, Vivian. Get yourself together.
Meteor strike. No fist has ever won against
Didn't need to jump off high ground for that. Didn't need to use slide to go in there either. Could have just stuck with the high ground and poked out from there. Your job in this comp is not to play as aggressive and brawly as you are. It literally is all about poke, especially since their DPS are both playing hit scan. For the person who should be touching the cart, that's just Tusk, so leave him to it.
actuating the barrier.
What am I missing?
Enemy sniper! Get your head down!
Clear out!
Stay alive for me. Let's get you all. Stay near the immortality field.
You're all good. Gotta stay on your toes, soldier.
Okay, should be taking the left side, not going across this bridge. Widow has advantage.
Perseverance, tranquility.
So another reason why you should take the bridge, take top bridge instead of playing this bridge, is if you're up there, you're going to deny their hit scans from going up there, or you're going to force them to use CDs to either get to you, force you out, etc. It's about map control, and especially on this part of the map, the bridge and that whole entire high ground is very important to giving your team a leg up for positioning wise as an advantage. I don't think it's common sense, especially for... You're not going to find common sense like that for, I'd say, most players outside of mid to high GM. I mean, unless for the common comp player, if you're... this is going to sound really cringy, but a student of the game kind of thing, and you're actively learning more about it through supplemental videos or teaching, stuff like that, then that's where I think you should know. However, none of these people, I'm assuming, are like that, so, which, if they are, it's probably to a smaller degree. So... But no, I mean, it for now, until it's actually taught, yeah, probably. But even that, like, your mind has it. I would say no, you shouldn't calm that, just because at this moment you're going to be having to think about 100 other things rather than small things like positioning. Sure, but that's, you know, that's what these VOD reviews are for, is for, mainly for DPS at least, is what I can do is general positioning compared to CDs and such like that, but exactly.
Hitting the ground running.
Meteor strike.
I'm not a fan of setbacks. I must return to my post. That's the stuff.
Well, it's because they're running the Doom. Doom will play very well against the Sig. Gotcha. We'll see.
Clear out. Get in there, Bob. This ends now.
I don't really think Diva is the pick as much as, because if you're gonna pick Diva, you might as well be on Sig at this rate, because you're not gonna have any follow up for your dives, and they're gonna have peel before you even do anything to them. Sure, but this far in the map, I don't think it's really needed as much to peel. No, just because your back's against a wall. There's no flanking, and if they do go in that deep, for how the map is laid out, you should be fine for the most part. Let me think. Hold on. I don't think Zarya would be a bad pick. I think Hog would be fine. I mean, you're definitely gonna shut down the Doom a little bit more, but I'd probably say one of those two. Because Zarya, you can still do the same amount of peel as well as being, you know, high damage against them. So.
I'll make it worth your while. Railgun charged. Vaporize. That feels much better. Hold it. She's gonna blow.
Okay, with them pushing up this much, you do not really want to be this close. You're going to want to play a little bit further back, because you're out in the open, and you're not playing any corners.
If they won't quit, neither will I. This ends now. It's destination. Were it
Unlucky. Whew, you just love hitting your head, don't you?
Not on my watch. I'm not done yet. I will not waste this
Could have used boop to go in a little further. Faster, I mean. Good attempt on the soldier.
It's time.
Good attempt for actually booping him back. Like off.
The skies await. Repositioning. Establishing aerial position. Justice reigns from above.
You heard the widow, you shouldn't have peeked it that hard. But with them having the widow who can actually hit shots, I'd probably... There you go. Wouldn't say match, but either switch or match, I guess.
Help me move the payload.
Get in there, Bob. Back in action.
Yikes.
Vexing.
Sniper. Unloading scrap.
Nice shot from the widow.
I've been waiting for a challenge.
Honestly, I personally don't like the widow here. I just don't think you're gonna get as good of any angles. Let's see. Okay. So most of the time where the widow is gonna position, God, I wish I could speed this up. Is gonna be on this watch anywhere on this high ground, right? You coming out, unless you hit a nutty grapple shot and know where she is. Excuse me. What am I doing? This word. You're not gonna be able to see much. So even like how you were playing right here, right? You're gonna see barely ahead, where he has this entire view of all three, right? You're not gonna have as good of angles. Probably would have preferred something, probably a little bit more divey than actually looking to counter snipe. You don't see many. When somebody picks a widow, at least higher ranks, I don't see many times another widow looking to counter snipe as much as doing something that's gonna pressure them, jump on them, etc. Again, I don't watch high streamers. I'm more talking owl for maps specifically like this. However, I mean, there's not many people who play widow on Eichenwald anyway. But yeah, you won't have as good of sight lines on a map such as this compared to like Circuit or Junkertown, where you're gonna have more open sight lines to be able to counter snipe.
You must like personne n'échappe à mon regard. I was always graced filling the air.
Lucky you actually hit that, but if you know their sights are up and you go for something like that, your head is clean off. That was... Yeah, just that was a bad peak, lucky circumstance that you got that. And that their widow was playing this dumbass angle. Good shots, but...
Back in action.
Done playing around.
Soldier en route.
Again, just jump off Widow, my guy. They're spawn camping. That's even worse sightlines than the other one.
No one can hide from my sight.
I have the payload.
Cette fois,
Does he stay on Widow for the rest of this?
60 seconds.
Please swap.
Right on the money.
There we go.
I will not let you fall. As they say, try again. 10 seconds remaining. Let's show one last push. It's go time.
These Kasune, they're not gonna be up here. Yeah, you're probably looking for the Widow, it's fine. Okay, I was about to say, you could've, instead of doing that, go a little bit forward and all the way to the right to cliffside to pressure the Widow, instead of doing this.
Not in my vocabulary.
Barrier is splintering. Barrier is nearly spent.
Okay, so after you take that first shot, that second shot isn't really gonna do much, so make sure you're hiding your head hitbox when you come down after that first shot.
Barrier is gone.
tu vas le regretter. They outnumber us. Time to teach these bugs some manners. Dead weight. Dead.
Nice angle, good shots.
Smoky nose.
Nice shot. shot.
magnifique. You didn't like my present?
Good time.
Merci. No one can hide from my sight.
Timing, you could have waited on sights just a little bit.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. You dare touch my
Round onto these heads. Change for mine. Any of the immortality field.
Stay put.
Barrier is splintering.
Soit.
Okay, so when the Sig Genji flanked, it seemed like nobody called that out, especially you, Studio. You saw both the Sig. This is just a deductive reasoning thing. You saw both of them go to that right side. They didn't peek, and our tank was freely able to walk through without getting pressured. As soon as you see that, that should click that they're going on a flank. Might have been able to actually save our whoever it was that died as soon as they popped out. Also bad flux.
I've been waiting for a challenge.
It's not like it speeds you up.
Delicious prey.
Alright, but exactly.
You can have
When it's a 5v2, you're gonna get rocked. Or they're not gonna die.
Hello there. Barrier initialized.
back in action.
Yep.
It's go time.
Let them up.
Ready. Ready for battle.
The delta M of a given ray Q is approximately... The formula escapes me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
Excellent.
Take a different angle.
The payload stopped. Get it moving.
Barrier is splintering.
Zut.
Okay, you're keeping the alright. You're keeping the same angle, waiting for them to slip. You need to constantly switch angles. Obviously, with this big barricade in front, you're not gonna really be able to kill the soldier or Reinhardt unless you get a good pick right here, from a grapple shot. Instead, reposition. You have all that left side to play for. If they push you, that's good for us because the rest of the team can capitalize on their push. They're alone over there. They don't have a Lucio. They don't have a Kiriko to go over, anything else for any sort of heals besides long-range BAP heals, right? Which, if they're inside, that's not even going to do anything. Just by taking a different angle, either way, if you're bait for them to come at you or you have access to their Widow, their supports, it's going to be better for us. Again, you're waiting for the same angle to open up. It's not going to open up. Stop going for the grapple shot. You gotta practice that more. Oh god.
Back in action. No one can hide from my sight.
Adjust your head hitbox. You go for that shot, you 180, you look down. But good. I'm glad you took a different angle. You took that angle specifically. I'm fine with that.
The plot thickens.
You're not always going to play against teams that you're going to win the duel against every time, so you need to play the duel smartly. Something that I'll refer to just because, or at least because it relates. Fame, so during both of your guys' trials process, I saw both of your Widows on this map, and something Fame did better than you did was the fact that he was taking the duel as a Widow should normally take the duel. You don't. You just go for, I'm better than you, big dick energy. I'm gonna click your head before you click mine. Fame didn't go for that. He was taking all these different angles. He was respecting the fact that even if they're not as good as him, he still could potentially die to them. You need to... It sounds really dumb, but like at the same time, at least to me it makes sense, that you need to play the duel better instead of just aim good, I'm better kind of thing.
It's getting interesting.
60 seconds remaining.
Delicious prey.
Take this.
Yeah, streaming. One second. Oh, take the extra second to line that up.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Okay. What were you saying, Nelly? Nelly? Oh, you're fine. So positioning seems to be the big issue for, I'd say, a lot of the heroes, and that's definitely something I can work on. Your aim is still good. It's most of the stuff that I'll be teaching, hopefully, is stuff that's not habit. It's just, I don't know what a better word. It's something I can actually teach instead of it having to grind that out of you through a habit. At least for positioning for most heroes and understanding Overwatch to a larger degree than what you currently know. As for the Widow, I think I kind of explained it during it. You have great aim, you're taking some good angles for them sometimes, but you need to learn how to take the Widow duel more than taking the actual angles. So, yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna clip it, ship it, and stop from that there.